the record button. Get my mic sorted. Okay, so we have got embedded analytics. Scene 1, take 1. Okay. So there are a number of ways that Syspro, let me just start that again. Okay, embedded analytics, scene 1, take 2. So there are a number of ways that we can surface data in Syspro. Obviously, we've got the tiles, which give us our KPIs. We've got workspaces, but new to Syspro is a concept called embedded analytics. And while we've always supported various BI tools, we now have the ability to embed some of the BI capability directly into the Syspro environment. And it's structured in the following way. We have connections, then we have data sources that reside within those connections. And the data sources underpin various visualizations, and the visualizations consolidate into dashboards. So let's have a look at those individually. Out the box, we provide you with a Syspro connection, which is dynamic in that it detects which company you're logged into. And the data sources that reside in that connection have been pre-built, and there are a number of data sources which have been pre-built and are immediately available. If I look at these sources in a little bit more detail, these sources, for example, on the purchase order analysis, relate to Syspro tables. They can also be a data source which is not related to a Syspro table specifically and can be custom SQL scripting and a custom SQL query or select statement. These data sources then can be used in visualizations. So if I look at a visualization which might be related to sales, I can look at something as simply as sales quantity, simple as sales quantity versus budget. And what's really awesome in these is the fact that these can be dynamically manipulated. So if I go and look at what the grouping is here, I can say, well, I actually want to look at sales by salesperson, or dynamically, I'd like to switch this to sales by branch. And my metric might be the sales values. I might want to actually have a metric of, in this case, volume. So they might be very different and we can dynamically decide how we're going to represent the data that's available to us. Once we have the individual visualizations, we can then consolidate those visualizations into dashboards. And once again, we've provided a host of standard dashboards that are shipping with the product, and these will be added to over time. So for example, if I look at my sales order book, it's a pretty standard visualization around my sales metrics. And I'm wanting to see things like open orders, lost sales, orders in suspense. And I can even represent them graphically. And the filtering and slicing is pretty straightforward, where I can go and filter and look at sales in different branches, and the report dynamically updates with that selection criteria. What's also very nice here is that I can go and look at an individual area within the reporting matrix and go and look at that particular area and get information on the data in there. I can also click in granular bits of information that are presenting and then go and filter by that individual stock code. Now I'm seeing sales information which relates specifically to that stock code. And it's as simple as then removing that filter criteria. So, and as we've discussed before, our metrics are very customizable, and I can go and say, well, let's change our metric here to be order quantity instead of order volume. And I might want to actually say, well, my grouping is by stock description, but I might want to have my grouping by something different, by area or by currency, or maybe even by customer. So, okay, let's cut here because this thing's gone all fucked on me. It's gonna now made everything blue. You know, really?
I'm laughing in the background, Joe, with you. Made it all fucked up.
All right, let's get out of this dashboard. This dashboard's pissing me off. Discard. God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to start that recording. Kelly, you're gonna have to snip here. Okay, so where I'm going to start the recording from again is just looking at an individual dashboard. So I'm going to go back into the start again in the sales order book. Okay. Kelly, you there? All right, Kelly, you're on
Yeah,
mute.
I'm here. Sorry, I've been talking to you the whole time.
All right. Okay.
5
So,
minutes 38 cut. Tell me when you want to start and I'll log the time.
all right. So we're going to start again now. So we are doing a sub scene, which is dealing with the dashboards. So sub scene dashboard review. Okay, so we then have a library of standard dashboards, and we ship a number of different dashboards for the different business areas, so finance, distribution, and manufacturing, and these will be added to over time. Let's go and look at one of these dashboards in a little bit more detail. So if I go and look at a sales dashboard, it's giving me the obvious metrics around sales, and we can then go and filter those different metrics, and that filters dynamically as we would expect it to do. And as we've seen, we've got very granular controls around this to be able to go and hover and see information specific to that area, or as we've seen, we can go and change our metrics quite dynamically here, where if we wanted to go and say, well, let's change the metric from volume to order quantity, we can dynamically change that metric. And I think what's important to note here is that while this isn't an exhaustive sales dashboard, it very, very quickly gets us to a point where we can view sales information, we can view it graphically, and these dashboards can all be maintained and edited. I can add visualizations onto this from my existing library, or I can dynamically design new visualizations. If I go back to my library, I can then go and see an example of some financial insights. So now I can go and look at some base financial data. I can go and look at AR, AP balances, and I can even go and look at some bank information. So the libraries that we have are fairly extensive. One of my favorites is the customer service insight, where we're looking at orders shipped this week, orders in suspense, customers over their credit limits, and top 10 customers. So the question now is saying, well, if we have these dashboards, how do we then deploy them in Syspro? And we can deploy them in a number of different ways. We can deploy them at role level, or we can deploy them as individual workspaces. So I can deploy them in a role, or I can come and just deploy them in isolation, where I can just have a workspace, which is the sales dashboard. So then the sales dashboard resides as a specific workspace in Syspro. And I can also then go and look at my sales role. And my sales role does not contain a dashboard. Beg your pardon. Okay, cut. Take a note of the time, Kelly.
Noted.
All right, so I just want to check that I've got actual data here, because this is quite funky the way it's been set up, but I think it's blah, blah, blah. Let me just do that. Yeah, I don't know who designed these screens either, but anyway, let's just grab that, pull that up there. Let's make that a little bit more sensible. No, come on. I know this thing's still recording, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, come on. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Key insights. Okay, cool. It's there. Let's just fill it in properly and fill this one in. And Darren, we don't need to see you that big. Right, there we go. Oh, my holy aunt. God, I'd better remember what I'm doing here. If I have to come back and do this again, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, there we go. So that's now my sales role with the sales dashboard. Okay, please, Lord, remember that. All right, let's try that again. I'm not just gonna, we're not gonna go, I just want to actually check that that works and go to Enterprise Analytics and Sales Role. Not quite.
Okay.
Let's try this. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's going to remember the sizing, because this actually doesn't, it's going to. All right, we might have to live with that. We can just scroll down onto the sales dashboard. Why is your face so big? Maybe I'm just shrink Darren, and hopefully that remembers the shrunk Darren. Although I doubt it. It remembers the shrunk Darren. That I can live with. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we are now
13:45.
doing deployed analytics in workspaces. So, all right, so okay, so let's start now. Okay, we've seen the analytics deployed as standalone workspaces, but we can also use them within specific roles. So if I go into the sales role, for example, I can see standard programs that relate to the sales role, as well as then the analytics which are relevant to the sales role. In addition to the standard dashboards and data sources, it's very easy to customize your own data sources. I've added a velocity data source in this example where I'm looking at some inventory warehouse information, and I'm linking that inventory warehouse information to the inventory master and the inventory control tables. There's a very nice control on derived fields. So I've got a couple of derived fields. I've got a derived field which gives me my average daily usage, which is a calculation. And the derived fields also extend to things like custom metrics. If I want to have a metric which recalculates at a subtotal or total level. Then these visualizations can take different forms. I've got some velocity data here, which I'm just presenting in grid format. So I'm looking at warehouse information and grouping it by ABC class, and then within a particular warehouse, then getting down to individual product level. But it really kind of comes into its own here when I look at a inventory velocity dashboard, and then I see my months of cover, and I can see that by different ABC classes. I can see it in different warehouses and different product classes. So for example, if I look in a particular warehouse and filter by that warehouse, I can then go and see within the A class, what products in that warehouse are classified in the A class. So I hope this has given you some insight into what's available in embedded analytics and what in there. I don't know how to end it.
No, that's no problem. Franz will end with a video snippet.
All right.
That works.
Or you can just say something like, and that is a view of embedded analytics and how you can see a view of your business on one something. Like,
yeah, some tagline-y stuff.
About you. Yeah.
All right. So sorry, Kelly, that's now all in bits and pieces, but I'm gonna end it now. I'll see you back on Teams.
Okay.